I don't know how much that is.
Okay, look, that is,
I think I have an idea.
yeah, what is your idea?
You show that task again. You see ABC. We have the angles ABC too. So A, B, and C it is angle. They make an angle. I think we should measure the degrees of this angle. And we must add all of the degrees of the angles.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, look, let me just ask one question and you'll continue. Neil, this question is for you. Let me draw any triangle. And let's say this angle is alpha. This angle is beta. And this angle is gamma. Okay, I'm just labeling this. What is alpha plus beta plus gamma?
Who, me?
And what is alpha plus beta plus gamma? What is it?
I'm not sure.
It is 180 degrees, right? If you draw any triangle, you can draw any triangle. The sum of the interior angles, we call them interior angles. This angle, let's say angle 1, let me just call this alpha. And another angle, let's say it is beta. And another angle, let's say it is gamma. Every triangle has 3 interior angles, right? So the sum of these interior angles, that alpha plus beta plus gamma, is always equal to 180 degrees. Okay. So now if you look at this, just using this, how many triangles do we have? We have this one is the first one, and this one is the second one, and this one is the third one.
We have 5.
We have 4 and 5, right? As you see here, all of this angle, what is angle ABC? ABC is this angle, right? And BCD is this angle. And the ACD, right? Or CDE, what is CDE? It is this angle, for example. As you see, we're just counting these angles, okay? And that means that we are just adding all the interior angles of this triangle. So how many triangles we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of these angles is equal to 5 times. And the interior angles of triangle is 180 degrees. So that's equal to 900 degrees. Okay, as I say, it is not difficult. If you can see, actually, if you have an idea. If you don't have an idea, you cannot solve this question that easily. So I am going to share some questions like this, okay? You practice until next Tuesday. Just I want to introduce you to this kind of question, the SASMO type question. These are SASMO type questions. You're going to solve this kind of questions. Another question is, for example, let's say, what is it? Question 5, for example. Gunnar, can you read question 5?
Yes. Solomon remembers that his father's birthday is after 14th, but before 21st
21st
of July. His sister Fatima remembers that her father's birthday is before 26 and after 90th of July. On which date of July is their father's birthday?
Okay, here the answer is so simple, and now you will see that, oh, is that much easy. But if you don't understand, you cannot solve this question. Neil, what do you think? What is the answer to this question?
And may I read one more time myself? 1 second.
So it says after 14th of July and before 21st of July. And his sister Fatima remembers that her father's birthday is before 26th, after 19th. So what number actually is between 14 and 21 and 26 and the 19? What number is it?
My answer.
Yes.
It is in the 21st of July.
21st or 20?
20.
It is 20, right? Because 20 is between 14 and 21. At the same time, it is between 19 and 26. Okay, very good. So I am going to give you some questions like this. You try to practice until next Tuesday, and we will solve more questions like this. It's really, really fun, interesting, but it really improves your critical thinking a lot. Okay.
So we
Mr.
must
Hassan, I'm
just
actually
Yes, Nazlı.
we must to solve this problem we must just multiply 5 to 180, right?
Yes. Are you talking about this geometry problem? Yes. Okay. All right,
So
guys,
it will always be 80, right? 180 degrees.
Yeah, the sum of the interior angles of any triangle. Every triangle has 3 angles, right? 3 interior angles. So
Yes.
the sum of the angles of any triangle is always 180. Okay, guys, I'm closing this. Okay, I think you understand what I mean. We practice. Next time, I will actually give you
Okay.
more information about this kind of questions. Now, let's get back to our class.
may we do more of those questions?
Yes, yes. I will send you after the class. Okay, I will put in the WhatsApp
Okay.
group. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys, then let's continue. We were talking about factors and multiples. Now, also today, after that, we talk about squares and square roots. And also, you were supposed to learn until the square of 20, right? Okay, guys, let's continue. It says, find the positive square root of 784. Now, using the factors, how do we answer this question? To answer this question, first, we have to find it is prime factorization.
I
Okay.
can transfer.
Yes?
May I answer? The answer is 28. The
Very
8.
good. Very good. This is just simple method. How about if our number is very big? How do you find this? At this time, first, write 784 and find it is prime factorization. And first, I can divide it by 2, right? Here we have 3, 18, that is 9, and 2. And still I can
You
divide
have
by
to
2.
take the smallest and make it.
Yes. Here we divide by 2 again. Here we have 49. And 49 we can divide by 7. Here we have 7, divide by 7 and 1. Okay, now, all right. As you see here, I can write 784 as how many tools do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Can I just group them as 2? For example, this 2 times 2, I can write it as 4, right? And also this 2 times 2, it is 4. Here we have 7. So I can just write it like 2 squared. If you remember, if we have like 5 times 5, we can write it as 5 squared, right? If we have 7 times 7, we can write it as 7 squared. If we have 4 times 4, we can write it as 4 squared. 4 squared means 4 is multiplied by itself, just multiply by itself. So here we have times 2 squared times, also here we have 7 times 7, here we have 7 squared. Now all of these numbers are 2, right? All of these numbers are 2. So I can just write it as like 2 times 2 times 7 and just write 2 here. Now, as you see here, I just wrote this number as a square
Hello,
of
Mr.
something,
Kassim.
right? 2 times
I'm
2
so
is
sorry
4,
for
4
being
times 7 is 28. So find the positive square root of 784. Dot, dot, dot. Our answer is square root of 784. That means that what number square is 784? That is 28.
Mr. Kassim, I'm so sorry
Yes.
for being late. I completely forgot we had a lesson today. How late am I?
Yasmin, say again, what did you say?
I'm so sorry for being late. I completely forgot we had a lesson today. How late am I?
We have just started, okay? That's our first slide. Before that, I actually introduced with some SASMO type questions, okay? I showed them some 1 or 2 examples. And after the class, I am going to share some questions like that. So you have to practice those questions until next Tuesday. And that's it. And after that, we have just started our class. Okay, Yasmin?
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay, good. How about question B, 2025. For example, the question is, find the positive square root of this number. That means that we have to find this square root of 2025, right? Again, yes, Gasa.
May I
Yes.
answer?
Yes,
The answer is 45.
very good, very good. Here, answer is 45, but how do we find the 45? Using this prime factorization. Again, if you just find prime factorization, 2025, it is divisible by 3, yes. If you divide by 3, 20 is divided by 3, here we have 6, right? Sorry, okay. It is 6, and 22 divided by 3, it is 7, 15, it is 5. So if you divide 2025 by 3, it is 675, right? You know how to divide this from primary 4, I think. Again, is it divisible by 3? How do we know that a number is divisible by 3? Just add its digits, right? For example, 18. Is it divisible by 3? Add the digits. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. If the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. For example, 36. And the sum of the digits, it is 3 plus 6, that's equal to 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. That's why 36 is divisible by 3. So from here, 6 plus 7, 12, 12 plus 13, 13 plus 5, 18. 18 is divisible by 3. That's why now I'm sure that this number can be divided by 3. 6 is divided by 3. It is 2. So here we have 2. And 75, 7 is divided by 3. It is 2. Here we have 15. And 15 is divided by 3. It is 5. Now 2 to 5, 4, 5 still is divisible by 3, divided by 3, and 22, that is 7, 15, that's equal to 5. Now 75 still divisible by 3, that is 25. Now I can divide 25 by 5, here we have 5, and divide again by 5, here we have 1. Okay, guys, again, it's not only about the finding, okay? This is what method we are using to find the square root of big numbers. And especially, for example, in the exam, if you do not have a calculator, if you have a big number, in this way, if you just find the prime factorization, you can see this very quickly. Now, if you just group these numbers, here we have 3 times 3, and 3 times 3, and here we have 5 times 5, right? So this 2025, I can write it as square root of, or let me just write like this, square root of 2025, right? That is equal to square root of these two 3's. I can write it as 3 squared, and this other 3's, I can write it as 3 squared. And here we have 5 times 5, that is 5 squared, right? And also we know that square root of, for example, 5 squared, that is equal to 5. Using this, square root of 3 squared, that's equal to 3 times square root of 3 squared, that's equal to 3. And square root of 5 squared, that's equal to 5. So from here, 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Okay, Gaston, is it clear?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Good. Okay, guys, it's just not only about finding the answer, the method, how we are finding this result. Okay. Another example, find the square. And finding the square is quite easy, right? 15 squared, for example. How do you find this? Find the square of 15. That means that we should calculate 15 squared. So what is it? And just to do this one, I can write
It's multiplying.
15 times 15, right? And if you just multiply this, 5 times 5, 25, we have 5, 5 times 1, 5, with 5, it is 7.
It is
1 times 5,
225.
and it is 1. Say again. It is?
It's 225.
Very good. And how about 35 squared? 35 squared. What is it? Without using a calculator, how do you calculate this?
We have to multiply this the 35 on 35, and
Very
we will
good.
have the answer.
Very good.
And I know the answer.
5 times 5, 25. We have 2. 5 times 3, 15. With 2, it is 17, right? Now multiply
It
3
is
by 35. 3 times 5,
1,225.
15, 1. So it is 108. So it is 5, 2. It is 2, 1. So that is 1, 2, 2, 5. All right. Now, guys, let's talk about cubes and cube roots. Okay, like square numbers, also we have cube numbers, right? So what are the cube numbers? They're just cubes of natural numbers. Like, for example, 1 cube. It means that here we have 1 times 1 times 1. That's equal to 1. So 1 is a cube number, cube number. How about 2 cube, for example? That means that 2 is multiplied by itself 3 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, that is 8. How about 3 cube? That's equal to 3 times 3 times 3. Now, what is 3 times 3 times 3?
Mr. Kazim,
27.
27. Yes.
may I ask a question about one thing about cubes? If I'm not mistaken, were cubes like 3? Was it 3 or higher than 3?
No, cube is 3, exactly 3.
Oh, okay.
If it is 2, we can just read it as 2 squared or 3 squared, 5 squared, or is cubed like 1 cubed, 2 cubed, 3 cubed. Then if it is greater than 3, then we just read it as a power of, right? For example, let's say we just read it as 3 to the power of 5. That means that 3 is multiplied by itself 5 times. Like 5 to the power of 4. That means that 5 is multiplied by itself 4 times. But when I say cube, that means it's exactly 3. Because why do we say cubed? As you see here in the picture, we have a cube, right? And let's say this side is, let's say this 4. And the width is equal to 4 and height is equal to 4. Now, how do you find the volume? To find the volume, we should multiply length by width by height. So that's equal to, here we have 4 times 4 times 4. So that's equal to 64. Let's say all are meters, meters, meters. So it will be meters cube. That's why we call this cubes. Okay, from this, I mean, that's a geometric description of this number. Okay, let's try a few more. And after that, we'll talk about cube roots and maybe finish this chapter, I think. So here we have 4 cubed. That is 4 times 4 times 4. That's 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4 is 64. As you see here, this 1, 8, 27, 64. These are cubic numbers. Now, if I just write them like this, 1, 8, 27, 64. Okay. So Ghassan, can you tell me what will be the next number here?
The next number will be 5.
5 or 5 cubed?
5 cube.
What is 5 cubed?
5 cube is, we have to multiply 5 on 5 and on 5.
Okay, can you do that?
Yes,
The answer is
answer
125.
is 125.
Okay, that's good. Yasmin, what is the next number here?
6. I mean, the answer is 216, but it'll be 6 times 6 times 6.
Okay, 216. How about the next number?
7, right?
Yes.
343.
343. What is the next number?
8, right?
Yes.
512.
And next number?
9, right?
Yes.
729. 729.
Okay, next number?
10, just 1000.
Very good. And it continues, right? As you see here, it's a kind of also number pattern.
Yeah.
So how about using this one now? Sometimes you may have the question, if we are given the cube of, I mean, the volume of this cube, what is one side of the cube? We know that in the cube, all sides are equal, right? At the time, that means that we have to answer this question. From here, if volume is 64, right? If one side is A, at the time, this A will be cube root of 64, which is equal to, what does it mean? It means that what number's cube is equal to 64. So that number is 4. Now from here, what is cube root of 1? That's equal to 1. What is cube root of 8? That's equal to 2. What is cube root of 27? That's equal to 3. Dot, dot, dot. What is cube root of, actually cube, right? It's not square. Cube, cube, cube. Cubic root of 1000, that's equal to, what is it? 10. All right. Find the cube root of these numbers. Again, using this prime factorization. Suppose that we don't have a calculator, all right, and you need to show your work. How do you verify that cube root of 512 is 8? To do this one, again, we need to find it is prime factorization, okay? So we just divide by prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. If you divide by 2, it is 2, 5, 6. Divide by 2, 1, 2, 8. Divide by 2, it is 64. Divide by 2, 32. Divide by 2, it is 16. Divide by 2, it is 8. Divide by 2, it is 4. Divide by 2, it is 2. Divide by 2, it is 1, right? So now if I just group them in 3, the first 3, 2, the second 3, 2, the third, how many 3s do we have? We have 3, right? We know that 2 times 2 times 2, it is 8. So I can just write 512 as 8 times 8 times 8, which is equal to 8 cubed. Now we need to find cube root of 512. And what is 512? We have just found that is equal to 8 cubed. Now, as you see here, 3, they cancel each other. That's equal to 8. Okay. When it is a small number, it is easy. But how about if I ask this? Neil, can you answer this question? What is the cube root of 5, 8, 3, 2? I mean, without using a calculator, how do you find this? Just try. I mean, it is not that much easy. We can try the number, but it is not that much easy. Try. What is that?
Maybe we will need to easier way. I should say like maybe like find easier way to do this.
Yes.
The easier way, I don't think there's easier way, to be honest.
Okay. So I'll tell you easy way a bit later, but before this, let's just use this method again. This method is very easy, and also if you're good at division, you can do this very fast. Like for example, let me just write here 5, 8, 3, 2. As you see here, it's an even number. I can divide it by 2, divide by 2. Here we have 2, 18, 9, 32, 16. Divide again by 2. Here we have 1, 4, 11, 5, 16, 8. Again, divisible by 2. Here we have 7 and 2, 18, it is 9. And 7 to 9, we know that it's not divisible by 2, but it's divisible by 3. Divide by 3, it is 2, 6, 3. No, it is 2, 12. By 3, it is 4, right?
It's 2, 4, 3.
Thank you. So it is 3. Again, if you divide by 3, it is 81. Divide by 3, 27. Divide by 3, it is 9. Divide by 3, it is 3. Divide by 3, it is 1. So now if you group this in 3, the first 2, one group. The second 3 3s, it's one group. And this one is one group, right? That is how we are finding the cube root of one number. So what is this? 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 27. How about this one? Actually, let me not write like this. 2 times 2 times 2. In compact form, I can write it as 2 cubed. And this one is 3 cubed. This one is 3 cubed. So now, cube root of 5, 8,
27 and 8.
Yes, is equal to, right? Cube root of 2 cubed times 3 cubed times 3 cubed, right? The threes cancel each other, the 3, right? All. So this is equal to
Well, we
2 times 3 times 3, which is equal to 18. So that means that if you multiply 18 by itself 3 times, that's equal to 5832. And doing this one mentally is not that much easy. I can ask a bigger number. So one best way is just prime factorization. Find the prime factorization of the number, and after that, just group them in 3. If you need to find the cube root, if you need to find the square root, then group in 2. Okay, if you need to find 4th root of the number, then group in 4. Okay. All right. All right, guys, let's continue then. After we finish this, now mental estimation. Boys and girls, let's talk about estimation. Sometimes when you go to the market, let's say Nazli is going to the market and her mother says that, Nazli, can you go to the market and buy 1 kilo of beef, 2 kilos of sugar, 1 kilo of banana, and let's say, what is it? Some candies. And Nazli estimates 1 kilo of beef, it is, let's say, $6.5. And the banana is this much, right? We have to just estimate. We don't have to calculate exactly. And according to this estimation, we can get some money from your parents and go and do your shopping and come back. So in this kind of situations, we need to know how to estimate the numbers. So for example, it says that what is the square root of 48? How do I estimate this number? So square root of 48, right? I should estimate this with such a number. I can calculate its square root. And we know that 48 is very close to 49. So I can estimate 48 with 49. And what is square root of 49? That is equal to 7. So that means that square root of 48 is approximately equal to 7. Or we are just estimating square root of 48 by 7. And how about the second one? How about cube root of 65? Cube root of, okay, Nazlı or Neil. Neil, can you tell me a number that is a cube number that is very close to 65? What number is it?
I think
Can I answer?
60.
64, right?
Yeah, 64.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because
We just read that
64
before.
is a cube number, right? That is 4 cubed. So actually we know that that's equal to 4. So now we just estimated 65 by 64. So cube root of 65 is approximately equal to 4. Okay, estimating. That is
Mr. Kazim, may you please explain this one again? Because I did not really understand, like, the 4. I did not really understand, like, what you meant by 4.
okay. Now we learn about square numbers and cube numbers, right? For example, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25,
Um,
36, dot, dot, dot. These are square numbers. How about these are 1, for example, 8, 27, and 27. After that, what is it? 64 and 125. These are cube numbers, right? So it depends on what you're estimating. If you're estimating, for example, square root of, let's say, 35, okay? So you have to find the closest square number to 35 so that I can calculate the square root, right? What is the closest square number to 35 among these numbers? Is it 25 or 36 or 47, 49? Which one is it? 36, right?
Yep.
So I should estimate this with 36 then. That is approximately equal to 36, which is equal to 6. Like for example,
do you mean, like,
cube root
the
of,
one, like,
yes, cube
do
root
you
of,
mean,
for
like,
example,
when you, like, say-
29. Yes, cube root of 29. Okay, we know that 29 is greater than 27, less than 64, right? So it is between this 29 is, we know that 29 is greater than 27, less than 64. It is between these two cube numbers, right? So actually this 29 is closer to 27 or 64. It is closer to 27, right? So I should estimate this with 27. That's equal to cube root of 27. Now we know how to calculate this. What is cube root of 27? That's equal to 3.
But why can't, like, why did you write there 1, 4, 9? Can't you use like all the numbers for like the cube
These
or
are-
square?
These are square numbers. These are square numbers. 2 is not a square number, right? Is 2 a square number? No, it's not a square of a natural number.
I understood. Okay.
Okay, because these are square numbers, squares of natural numbers, like 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared. And these are cube numbers. That is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. Okay,
Yes.
good. All right, now let's do some examples. For example, estimate each of the following. Okay, you don't have to calculate exactly. It says estimate. So I should estimate means how can I approximate number so that we can calculate this very fast and without any difficulty. It means this. So here, for example, 29 squared. Okay, Yasmin, let me ask this question to you. How would you estimate this number?
Like
30.
Very good, right? It's close to 30. I can estimate 29 with 30. And
And it will be 90.
yes, calculating 30 squared is very easy, right? What is it? It is 900 because 30 times 30 is 900. So that means that 29 squared is approximately or very close to 900. How about B? Gassan, can you do that? 19 cubed. How do you estimate this number?
It is near to the 20.
Very good, 20 cube. So can you calculate 20
20.
cube mentally?
Okay. It is 8,000.
Very good, because 2 cubed is 8, right? Here we have 0, 3. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 8,000. Very good. How about C? Neil, this question is for you. How about 401 squared? Estimate.
401. Maybe
So,
400.
yes, very good. We just estimate 400 with 400, right? And what is 4 squared? It is 16. And here we have 100 squared. That is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Right? Because 100 squared, that's equal to 10,000, right?
Yes.
Good. And guys, I cannot see others. Okay. Shamil, are you there?
Yes.
Shamil, can you estimate this one? Actually, E for you. Square root of 99.
30.
99 is close to what square number?
33.
No. This 99 is close to what square number? We have this
100.
21 is square number, 100 is square number, right? It is 121 square number. So 99 is close to 100. So I can write here 100. And what is square root of 100 is equal to 10. Okay. And how about F? It is cube root of 999. And we know that 1000 is a cube number, right? So we can estimate this by 1000. And what is cube root of 1000? That's equal to 10. Okay. How about D? It is 14. I think something is missing here. I should correct this. Okay. It is maybe 14 cubed. How about 14 cubed? It should be, maybe I think it is 41 cubed or 104 cubed. Okay, suppose that D is something like this, 104 cubed. How do we estimate this? So we can estimate it by 100 cubed, which is equal to 1,000,000, right? Because here we have 100. If you multiply 100 by itself 3 times, we will get 1 million. Okay, guys, that's all. Now I'm going to finish this. Okay, so we have 30 minutes left. Let's solve a few questions. Now I will ask questions for you. Very simple, but some small questions. Okay. All right, just give me a minute.
But Mr. Kazim, are like small questions hard?
All right, can you see the questions now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I'm going to ask you questions. Okay, you have to answer and just tell me the answer. Okay, here this is grade 4 actually, but still you have to practice grade 4, grade 5, grade 6 for SASMO. Okay, let's start with the first question. All right, but just tell me the answer one by one. Or so find the missing term. That is a SASMO question, real question. It was also grade 4 students in 2014. Find the missing term in the sequence. What is the missing number here?
May you please show? May you say? May I say?
Yes, yes.
If I'm not mistaken, after 16 is 25.
Very good. As you see here, all of these numbers are square numbers, right? 1, 4, 9, 9. These are all, okay, a little bit smaller, square numbers. So the answer should be 25, right? The answer is 25. As you see here, in SASMO, we have like 2 or 3 sections. The first section is very easy questions. The second section is a little bit harder, and third section is much harder. So that's the like warm-up question. 1 point for each question. Let's continue. Find the smallest whole number between 1 and 100 that is divisible by 5 and 7. What is that number? Anybody can answer this question.
35.
Very good. Find the smallest whole number between 1 and 100 that is divisible by 5 and 7. Why? Because in 5 and 7, they don't have any common factor except 1, right? So
35?
the smallest number divisible by 5 and 7 is 35. Okay, actually, you should answer these questions in 1 minute. Okay, Yasmin, can you read this question?
Sure. A frog
Miss
fell into a
Kazim,
drain
I'm
that was
bad at these questions, like the ones that are written.
a frog fell into a drain that was 20 centimeters deep. After 1 hour, it mastered enough energy to make a jump of 6 centimeters, but then it slid down 4 centimeters. If it continued this manner after every hour, how many hours would it take to get out of the drain?
Okay, guys, if you don't understand, read it again. You have 3 minutes to answer this question. Okay, if you are ready, let's start. That is very tricky question. 3 minutes.
Teacher, may I answer?
Yes.
I know the answer.
It
Yeah,
is
what is the
10
answer?
hours.
How many hours?
10.
Who said that? Shamil?
Yes.
Okay, Shamil, 10 hours. All right, let's wait for others.
My
Any
answer is 5.
Who?
My answer is 5.
5. How is that possible? Okay. Anyone else?
I think
Yes,
I got
it
it.
is
May I
5.
include
It's 5. Because 6 at 1 hour, frog have enough energy to jump 6 centimeters, but then it's 4 minus 6, it is 2. So 2 multiplied by 5, it's 10. Every 1 hour, it will jump 2 centimeters. Oh, no. It's 10. It's 10 hours.
Okay, 10 hours. Any different answer? How about Yasmin, Ghassan, and Neil?
I kind of didn't get this question, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna
I
wait.
got my answer, but I don't think it's right. I'm just thinking I have like another way. 1 second. Let me.
Okay, guys, let's just do like this. It's a bit tricky question, okay? And usually this kind of question they ask in a lot of books. Let's say that is a kind of, what is it? Well, actually, what is it? How deep is it? It is 20 centimeters, right? So the first attempt, right? The first attempt, the first hour, it says that it just jumps 6 centimeters, but then slid down 4 centimeters. So the first one is 6, right? It is 6 and minus 4. So it is 2. The first attempt, it is here, 2 centimeters high. In the second one, again, here we have 2 plus 6, right? Because now here it is here, again jumping here, and again slid down. So here 2 plus 6, right, is equal to 8, and again minus 4. That's equal to, what is it? 8 minus 4, that's equal to 4. Now the height of the frog is 4. And third hour, again here is 4, jump 6, right? It is plus 6, and minus 4 again, that is 6. And the fourth hour, it is 6 plus 6 minus 4, that's equal to 8, right? And continue, 5, 8 plus 6 minus 4, that's equal to 12. And 6, now here it is 12 meters high, right? So it is 12, jumps 6 meters, and slid down 4 meters, slides down 4 cent down, it is minus 4, that's equal to 18 minus 4, it is 14. Okay, guys, this is the important point. Now the frog is already here, which is 14 centimeters high. And in its next attempt, right, 7th hour, here it is here 14 centimeters high, plus when he jumps 6 centimeters, right, how high will it be? It will be already 20 centimeters. It will be at the top of the what is it? Well, right, the drain. So how many minutes does it take? It takes 7 minutes. It takes on not 7 minutes. It takes 7 hours. Okay.
But if your answer is 20, how did you get 7 hours out of 20?
No, that is a first hour, second hour, third hour, fourth hour, fifth hour, sixth hour, seventh hour. Right? And these are the jumps. Okay, because in 1 hour, it jumps 6 centimeters and again slides down 4 centimeters. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
if it is
but like,
clear, you can read
how
it.
did you know when?
Yes, ask again.
Yes, how did you know like when to minus and when to plus it? Because you did like 7 times like minus plus minus. Like when did you know like you should minus and plus it?
No, look at this sentence. it mastered enough energy to make a jump of, look at this, a jump of 6 centimeters, but it then slid down 4 centimeters. What does it mean?
Plus
It
or minus.
in 1 hour is jumping 6 hours, but this drainage is very slippery, so it's just sliding down 4 centimeters back. And that's why this one is jump, okay, this one is jump, and this one is slide down again, 4. Again, here we have it is 2, right? Again, 2 plus 6 centimeters jumping, again 4 centimeters sliding down. And these are the jumps, okay? 6 centimeters jumping, again, because it's so slippery, and sliding down. Okay, guys, it's no problem. As you practice more and more questions, you understand more and get used to it. So now let's move to another question, for example. Guys, I give you 2 minutes. The diagram shows a circle with center O and radius 5 centimeters. We know what is radius, right? So this one is radius. This one is radius. OABC is a rectangle. What is the length of AC? Any answer? What is the length of AC?
I did not understand.
We are given a circle. Okay, you know what is a circle?
I think that AC is
Yes.
120.
If may I say,
Yes.
may you please give us 2 minutes time to think? Just
Okay.
2 minutes.
Guys, 1 minute. You have exactly 1 minute. After 1 minute, we'll discuss. It's a very easy question. Okay, 1 minute. All right, time starts now.
I got my answer, but I feel like it's wrong.
What's your answer?
Like maybe like it's 1,800, like one side, maybe, like the
1,800?
yes, like do you know what I did? I just took like a circle, like the full shape, and usually, if I'm not mistaken, a circle is 360, and then I took the 5, I multiplied it by 5,
Oh, no,
and
no,
I feel like it's wrong.
no. Okay, guys, to answer this question, let's actually solve it together. What is a circle? Circle is the collection of all the points which are equidistant from a fixed point. That's a fixed point, right? This one is a radius. If you just from the center, let's call the center. And this one, okay, all are equal. All are equal. We call this radius. That is radius, 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 radius. Okay, all are equal. That's why we call this the center of the circle. Okay, it's so balanced. Now, since it is so, how about another question for you? If I draw a rectangle, okay, Goodell, this question is for you. What can you tell me about these 2 things? These blue lines, are they equal or not?
I don't know.
They are equal because we call them, what are these blue lines? We call this diagonal, right? That's called diagonal of a
Mr.
rectangle. If you draw a diagonal, actually rectangle has 2 diagonals. These diagonals are equal to each other. Okay, you can just measure this, draw any rectangle, put your ruler on it and measure this. Okay, diagonals are
Mr.
always
Kazim,
equal.
I had another answer. I forgot to say it when I said 1,080. I also had 20.
No, no, no. The answer is 5. Jules, you cannot see this, I think. Here, so actually, okay, you agree, right? The diagonals of a rectangle are equal. In the question, it says that OABC is a rectangle. As you see here, AC is one diagonal. How about OB? Also, it is another diagonal. So from here, AC is equal to OB, right? And what is AC is equal to OB. We need to find AC. What is OB? As you see here, O is the center of the circle and B is a point on the circle. So what is that? It is just a radius of the circle. And what is the radius of the circle? It says that radius is 5 centimeters. That's equal to 5. So this OB is equal to AC. That's equal to 5 centimeters. So the answer, the AC is equal to 5 centimeters. Did you get it? Did you see that? Can you see that?
I kind of did, but I also didn't. I
Yes,
don't
I
know.
understood it.
Very good. Okay, girls and boys, that much is enough for today. I will put this question into the WhatsApp group, okay? Practice these questions. And also I will add one more paper. Practice these questions until next Tuesday. But do not rush to answer the questions. These questions are tricky questions, okay? In SASMO, you are going to solve these kind of questions. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys, on Friday, we don't have class. Happy New Year, okay? I wish you a very, very fruitful New Year. See you next Tuesday, okay?
Happy New Year to you too. Bye.
Yeah, Happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Happy
Bye.
New Year. Bye
Happy
bye.
New Year.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.